What if I told you that $300 a month, less than what most people quietly spend on coffee, takeout, and subscriptions they forgot about, could buy you a life that looks like a permanent 5-star vacation? I'm talking about a modern condo with a swimming pool and a gym, a 1-hour massage whenever your shoulders feel tight, dinner out every single night, cooked fresh for the price of a candy bar, weekends on tropical islands, and healthcare so good that people fly across the planet just to use it. This isn't a fantasy, and it isn't a trick. In Thailand right now, this is just what an ordinary month can look like. So today, I'm breaking down every single cost: rent, food, transport, healthcare, fun, and visas, so that by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to live like a king on a budget that sounds impossible. Here's the deal, and the ground rules for this breakdown. We're basing everything in Chiang Mai, Thailand's laid-back northern capital and the undisputed king of value. Bangkok is exciting, the southern islands are gorgeous, but nowhere on earth stretches a dollar quite like Chiang Mai. And I want to be clear about what kind of budget this is. This is not a survival budget, not instant noodles and a fan in a concrete room. This is a comfortable, genuinely enjoyable life, and I'm going to walk you through where every single dollar goes, category by category. I'll give you real 2026 numbers, though of course prices shift with the season and your choices, so always double check before you go. And stick around to the end, because I'll show you what happens when you bump the budget up just a little. That's when it stops being impressive and starts being ridiculous. Let's start with the biggest cost of all: rent. In most of the world, this single number is the thing that wrecks your entire budget. In Chiang Mai, it's where the magic begins. A clean, furnished studio in a good neighborhood, with air conditioning and fast internet, runs a little over $100 a month. But here's the part that genuinely breaks people the first time they hear it. For around $150 to $200, you're not renting a room anymore, you're renting a lifestyle. I'm talking a modern condo, in a building with a rooftop swimming pool, a fitness center, key card security, and fiber internet fast enough to run any online job. Back home, a pool and a gym in your building is something you brag about. In Chiang Mai, it's simply the default, for the price of a phone bill, and it gets better the longer you stay. Sign a 6 or 12-month lease instead of renting monthly, and the price drops significantly. Where you live shapes the whole experience too. The Niman area puts you steps from the best cafes, bars, and co-working spaces. The old city wraps you in temples, markets, and history. And the quieter suburbs, just a short scooter ride out, get you a bigger, newer place for even less. For our king's budget, we'll lock in a comfortable condo at around $150, pool and gym included. One category down, and we've barely made a dent. Now for my favorite part: food. And I need you to understand something that sounds like an exaggeration, but genuinely isn't. In Chiang Mai, most people simply stop cooking, because eating out is actually cheaper than buying groceries and making it yourself. Let me prove it. A plate of pad thai, freshly wok-fried in front of you, costs about $1 to $1.50. A rich bowl of cow soy, the famous northern curry noodle, about the same. A huge fresh fruit smoothie, under $1. You can eat 3 incredible, freshly cooked meals a day, every single day, and genuinely struggle to spend more than $6 or $7 total. And this is not sad, cheap, cutting corners food. This is some of the best cooking on the entire planet. Night markets with 100 stalls competing for your attention. Family restaurants that have perfected one dish for 30 years. Tropical fruit you've never even seen before. And if you want a Western day, you can absolutely have it. A beautiful specialty coffee is a couple of dollars. A full cafe brunch may be $5. A fancy sit-down dinner with a few drinks, $15. Even eating like absolute royalty, mixing street food, cafes, and the occasional splurge, your entire month of food lands around $150 to $200. We'll call it $180. And remember, that's eating out, every single meal, all month long. And let me go a little deeper on the food, because it genuinely deserves it. Beyond the famous dishes, there's a whole world here. Fresh spring rolls, mango sticky rice, grilled river fish, and curries you will actually dream about, all for $1 or $2. Fruit sellers park on the corner with pineapple, dragon fruit, and rambutan, peeled and bagged for pocket change. And the coffee culture in Chiang Mai rivals any trendy Western city, just without the trendy Western prices. You could honestly eat something different every single day for a year, never get bored, and never once blow your budget doing it. Now, you've probably already noticed something. We're basically at that $300 mark with just rent and food. So let me be completely honest with you about that headline number in just a minute. But first, if your brain is already booking a flight, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Transport. And this is the category where your budget barely notices you exist. Most people who stay a while rent a scooter. It's total freedom, the ability to zip anywhere in the city and out to the mountains, and it costs around $50 to $70 a month. With fuel so cheap, it's almost a rounding error because everything is close. Not comfortable on two wheels? No problem. The red shared trucks, called songthus, run all over the city for well under $1 a ride. And the Grab app, basically the Uber of Southeast Asia, gets you a private, air-conditioned car across town for just a couple of dollars. Realistically, when you add it all up, transport for an entire month, scooter rental, fuel, the occasional Grab, lands somewhere between $30 and $60. Sit with that for a second. That's less than a single tank of gas back home or 1 week of downtown parking. And you get complete freedom. Sunny rides past rice fields and temples. Weekend trips into the mountains whenever you feel like it. We'll budget $40, and honestly, that might be generous. 2 categories to go before we tackle the big, honest question about that $300 headline: healthcare. And this is the category that quietly changes people's entire lives. Thailand is one of the most famous medical tourism destinations on the planet. People fly here, on purpose, from richer countries, to get treatment because the private hospitals are modern and spotless, the doctors are excellent and often trained overseas, and the prices are a tiny fraction of what you'd pay back home. Let me give you real numbers. A consultation with a specialist at a good private hospital might cost $20 to $30, walk-in, no months-long wait list. A thorough dental cleaning, around the same. Most medications are available over the counter at a pharmacy for just a few dollars. Things that would cost thousands and require insurance battles back home are simply affordable here, out of pocket. For a longer stay, you'll want proper coverage. And the good news is that basic local health insurance runs somewhere around $30 to $50 a month for genuine peace of mind. So we'll set aside $40 in the budget as a health buffer. And what you get for it is care that, honestly, often feels faster, friendlier, and more personal than the system you left behind. No 6-week waits just to be seen by someone. For a lot of people, this single category is the reason they never move back home. All right, we're past the halfway point, and this is where the budget stops being merely cheap and starts feeling almost unfair. If you're enjoying this breakdown, tap that like button. It genuinely helps the channel. Now, let's get into the fun money. Now the fun money, and this, honestly, is what actually makes it feel like a king's life. Because a budget isn't about how little you can suffer on, it's about what your money actually buys you. So let me paint the picture. A 1-hour full-body Thai massage? $6 to $8. Get one twice a week and you've barely spent anything. A craft cocktail at a stylish rooftop bar overlooking the city? A few dollars. A full month of unlimited classes at a gym or a Muay Thai camp? $20 to $30. Beautiful cafes designed for people to sit and work in all day, for the price of one coffee. And weekend trips to waterfalls, hot springs, and mountain viewpoints, essentially free. Here's the secret that nobody back home really understands. In Chiang Mai, the things that are rare, expensive treats in the West, a massage, eating out, a personal trainer, a gorgeous place to work from, they become your boring, everyday normal. You stop counting them as luxuries because they're just a Tuesday. Budget $50 to $80 a month for entertainment and fun, and you are living genuinely, richly well. We'll pencil in 60. And notice, we still haven't touched a single thing that feels like a sacrifice. One more thing on the lifestyle, because I think it's the most underrated part of all: the community. Chiang Mai attracts people from every corner of the world: remote workers, artists, entrepreneurs, and retirees, all drawn by the very same freedom you're feeling right now. There are meetups, coffee mornings, Muay Thai gyms, cooking classes, and volunteer groups everywhere you look. It is shockingly easy to build a social life here from scratch. So no, you are not moving to the other side of the world to be lonely. For a lot of people, they end up more connected here than they ever were back home. Let me paint you a picture of what an ordinary Tuesday actually feels like here, because the numbers only tell half the story. You wake up, no alarm, and the sun is already warm. You walk down to a little cafe, order a fresh coffee and a plate of tropical fruit for a couple of dollars, and answer a few emails on fast Wi-Fi. Late morning, maybe a workout at your building's gym, or a swim in the rooftop pool. Lunch is a bowl of noodles from a street vendor who now knows your order by heart. And the entire afternoon is yours, for a massage, a ride out to a temple, or a few focused hours in an air-conditioned cafe. As the evening cools, you meet friends at a night market, grazing your way through a dozen stalls for the price of a fast food combo back home. Maybe a rooftop cocktail as the sun sinks behind the mountains. And then you head home to your modern condo, having spent, on a completely normal day like this, maybe $15 total. That's the part that's genuinely hard to explain to people back home. It's not that you're scraping by and denying yourself anything. It's that the entire cost of a wonderful day here is smaller than a single takeout order used to be in your old life. Okay, the practical question everyone asks: how do you actually stay there legally? Let's break it down, because 2026 is genuinely a golden era for this. For shorter stays, it's easy. Many nationalities get a visa exemption or a simple tourist visa good for a couple of months. But for living there long term, the big one is the Destination Thailand Visa, the DTV. It's designed specifically for remote workers, digital nomads, and people doing things like Thai cooking or Muay Thai courses. And it lets you base yourself in the country for years, with long stays on each entry. There's also an education visa if you study the language, and a retirement visa if you're over 50. Now, visa fees are a one-time or once-a-year cost, not monthly. But if we spread them across the year to be fair to our budget, they work out to roughly $20 to $30 a month. We'll say $25. And the single most important thing I can tell you here: visa rules change, and they change often. So whatever you do, always check the latest official Thai immigration information before you book anything. But the headline is simple: staying long-term in Thailand is more accessible right now than it has ever been in history. And here's the perk that truly seals the whole deal, where you get to go on your weekends. Because from Chiang Mai, you are a cheap flight or a scenic minibus ride away from some of the most beautiful places on the entire planet. The dreamy mountain town of Pai, just a few hours north. The turquoise water and towering limestone cliffs of the southern islands. A short domestic flight that often costs just $30 to $50. And here's the real kicker: because you're already living in the middle of Southeast Asia, a weekend getaway to Vietnam, Laos, or Cambodia can cost less than a single nice dinner back home. So set aside a small travel fund, even just $50 a month, and you are casually taking the kind of trips that most people back home save up for all year long. This is the part where quote-unquote budget living quietly transforms into something else entirely. The richest, most adventurous years of your life. We'll add $50 for weekend escapes. And now, finally, let's add up the real, honest total. Let me put this in perspective in a way that might sting just a little. Think about what you spend right now, back home, simply to exist. Rent or a mortgage that swallows a third of your paycheck. A car payment, insurance, gas, and parking. Groceries that climb higher every single month. Health insurance that still leaves you with bills. Add it all up, and for a lot of people, it's $3,000, $4,000, even $5,000 a month just to stay in place, often stressed, often exhausted. Here, the entire comfortable pool and massages version of life costs a small fraction of that. And the difference isn't just money in the bank. It's time and freedom, and the mental space that comes from no longer living paycheck to paycheck. Now, I promised you honesty. So let's talk about the catch, because no place is perfect, and you deserve the full picture before you pack a bag. First, the heat. Chiang Mai is hot, and the months around March and April bring what locals call burning season, when the air quality can drop because of regional farm fires. A lot of people simply travel elsewhere during those weeks. Second, it's far. Being on the other side of the world from family and old friends is a real trade-off, and video calls only go so far. And third, it's a genuinely different culture, with its own pace, its own paperwork, and a language that takes real effort to learn. None of that is a deal breaker, but it's the honest fine print, and I'd rather you hear it from me. The people who truly thrive here are the ones who arrive with an open mind, who treat it as a real home and not just a cheap resort, and who respect that they are guests in someone else's country. Do that, and Chiang Mai gives back more than almost anywhere on Earth. So now, with the full and honest picture in front of us, let's add up exactly what this life really costs. So let's be completely honest about that $300 number, because I promised you the truth. The pure essentials, rent, food, and transport, genuinely do land right around $300. And yes, you can live very comfortably on exactly that. Now, add in healthcare, entertainment, your visa, and a weekend travel fund, and a truly kingly, do anything, want for nothing month sits closer to $400 to $500. But here's the point that actually matters, the one I want you to remember. For the price of just rent alone, back home, you get an entire life here. The pool, the massages, eating out every night, real healthcare, and paradise on the weekends. $300 a month. A condo with a pool, a scooter, world-class food, real healthcare, and a weekend in paradise whenever you feel like it. The math isn't the hard part, because the math absolutely works. The only real question left is whether you're finally ready to stop dreaming about a life like this and actually go and live it. If this is the life you want, I've made a full guide on exactly how to make the move to Thailand, and it's on screen right now. Go watch it. And subscribe, because every single week, we break down another place where you can live your best life for less.